Hello, friends and family, people's boyfriends, people's girlfriends, exes, and co. Welcome to another episode on your favorite channel, Celeb Speaks. Today we are live at Jay's Beauty Bar located inside Spintex. They do makeup, pedicure, manicure, lashes, brows. So if you need them to, make you look so good for that occasion of yours, call them on 0508200333. 0508200333. I am Celebrity. Today we are speaking on mental health. It's an issue or is a topic that is on the lips of everybody. Now, when you be Kasana, my mental health is so important to me. What is that mental health thing? What is really that thing that we all want to, we are all talking about? Today on the show, I have a twin, someone I admire so much in the person of Jacqueline Essien. She is a twin. We'll explain the reason she's my twin. But she is an author. She is a psychologist. She's a counselor. She's an author. Yeah. Watch your books there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She'll tell us more about herself. Hello, Jacqueline. Welcome to Celeb Speaks podcast.
Hi, Richie. How are you doing?
I'm good. Hey, why I feel
That's it.
like she can't about move frail.
That's it.
Jacqueline, so for someone who is seeing you for the first time, tell us about yourself.
Okay, so I'm Jacqueline Essien, but a lot of people call me Lady Jackie.
Lady Jackie.
I'm a counseling psychologist. I'm also an author of 2 books. I'm a voiceover artist as well and a ghostwriter. So that's just something small about me.
She's a ghostwriter. And if you want to write a book and you couple the words together, she will just write it for you. But to be is not free.
Exactly.
Right. So Jacqueline, mental health. It's I believe you've had friends who have spoken about my mental health. People have come to you in that regard. What is mental health?
Okay. Mental health is a very important subject that we should all take seriously. Mental health has to do with our minds, our emotions, how we feel and how we act. That is what mental health is all about. Now, when it comes to going into the details of mental health, it has to do with what you are thinking in your mind. Whatever happens in your mind is however your life is going to run. So if you don't take good care of your mind, it's going to affect every part of you. So that is what mental health is all about. Our emotions, how we feel, and how it affects how we even relate with other people.
Now, one would say mental health, so the Africa like there's a whole lot of our system.
Yeah.
Let me just bring it down to Ghana. Ghana higher shit, Obia shit. If the person that's at the top boy making the billions of cities no cry shit. So how can such a person have a balance? The mental health, what should such a person do? When you talk about mental health, everyone thinks it will be about them. Only the mad people, or excuse my words, people who have issues mentally are the only people that we need to cater for. So what should such a person do? Yeah, we the normal, ordinary Ghanaian, what should we do?
Okay, so for a busy professional or for even anybody at all, right? What you need to do to take care of your mental health is to just make sure that you're not allowing everything going on around you to just get all over you to the point where you're not taking care of you. You need to take care of you as an individual. So if you are busy going here from Monday to Friday, you work 9 to 5, you move here, you don't even have time for yourself. So in order to keep the balance so that you can have a stable mental health, you need to have time for you. And you need to discover ways and means that you can practice self-care that is going to help you not to get so held up with your job so much that you don't have time for yourself. You need to take a good rest if you are overwhelmed with everything around you. A lot of us are so busy to the point where we feel we just slept and we woke up, we need to just rush the next day. But have time for you. What are your hobbies? Ask yourself what your hobbies are. Try to explore things about yourself as an individual. Okay, this is what you love to do. You love to play football in your leisure time. You love to read. You want to go more into that because you know that it's going to help you it will relieve you of all of the stress that you're going through. So sleep is very good when you feel overwhelmed with everything. Don't tell yourself that there's a lot to do to the point where you feel sleep is not even important. You cut short your sleep because you feel like you have another important thing going to do the next day. But you need to make sure that if your body, your physical self, is not well taken care of, how can you pursue your goals? How can you be that big person that you want to be? How can you even be like your role model? So you need to take care of you, rest when you need to rest, read that book, take that walk, have conversations with friends, just to relieve yourself
I have
of
this
that stress.
gentleman at my workplace who always says he has a social life. Ain't you know if it's on a Saturday and someone at work calls it something related to work on fuck call. Is this person being
So you see, one thing about your mental health is sometimes you need to be selfish. Okay, in taking care of you, you need to be selfish. There are a lot of people that have time for everybody apart from themselves. They have time for their friends. They are always there for people, helping people all over the place. But they don't have time for themselves. When it comes to rest, and then that one friend calls them, oh, I need you to be here at this time. They stop resting, they get up, and then they chase for that friend. But just make sure that you are taking care of you. You are important too. I know you do a lot for other people. You are here and there for everybody. But are you there for yourself as well? Ask yourself, are you there for yourself? So I like that thing that your friend has done. He's taking care of himself. Sometimes you need to be selfish, because if you are not selfish, you cannot be there for you.
Because I mean, friends will call you, and if you are having that self-care moment, it'll be like what training home, that kind of thing. How do we manage such expectations from even in relationships or in marriage, for instance? As to say yes, worry, I know one.
Yeah.
Now your husband wants you to be at a certain place with him. And you feel like I'm overwhelmed. How do you go about all these things?
So the first thing to do is to openly communicate.
Okay.
So you know that you want to have time for yourself. You are going through one mental battle or the other. You want to first of all openly communicate with your partner. That is, if you're in a relationship, you communicate openly with your partner. Okay, babe, this is what I'm going through. I need some time alone to myself. Maybe when I feel like I want to talk, I would come to you, and then I can share with you whatever it is I want to share with you. If you don't communicate openly to the other person, they'll feel like at that point you are just not being considerate.
Yeah.
So you need to communicate. This is what you are going through, so that the other person doesn't feel like you are walking away, even when they want to be there for you. You just let them know respectfully that you just want to have an alone time. After that alone time, you feel is going to allow you to be able to be vocal about whatever it is that you are going through. So you can maintain the balance by openly communicating with the other person, just so that they don't feel like they are trying to be there for you and you are trying to pull away. So one thing with mental health battles is that sometimes you'll be going through so much, you don't even want anybody around you. You want to be solo, you just want to be alone. Let the other person know. That is, if you're in a relationship, even in a marriage, let your partner know this is what you're going through. So you would need some time alone. After that time, you would openly communicate with them. This is what I was going through, and then I needed some time to just refresh and then just.
No, I'm very sure. Say what take us away on the streets. I mean, say many of us are mad. It's just a few that are
on the street.
What do you make of that? Is it true that many of us are going through so much traumas that
I mean,
is that classified as mad? Like,
well, they say many are mad, but few are on the streets.
Yeah.
So the thing is, the reason why there's this saying all over the place is that there are a lot of people going through a lot of mental challenges. They are not even going to talk about it. So they are in their rooms alone. They are just hitting their hands on the wall. They are just talking to themselves. They are behaving anyhow. You would classify such a person if you saw them on the street as mad.
Yeah.
But this person is comfortably in their rooms behaving the same way. So that is somebody who is going through so much and feels like I can deal with it on my own. I don't need anybody to help me deal with anything. It's a heartbreak. I want to just mention the person's name and then use my hand to just hit the wall, break a glass, get angry, talk to anybody anyhow. So when you are going through something like that, you need to seek an expert help, a counselor's help, a therapist's help. You cannot do it on your own. That is why God created people.
Yeah.
The Bible says in the multitude of counselors, there is safety. So you want to be in a place where you don't tell yourself that I can do it on my own. You are there breaking glasses in your room and you think you can do it on your own.
Or
you really cannot.
Glass.
So the many are mad few on the street is very true, because so many people are going through a lot. They are bottling it down deep on the inside of them. They feel they can do it on their own. Probably when I splash something on the floor, I mean, I'm going to be okay. But
Now, how
really,
do
the
we,
problem doesn't just go away.
right? So, how do we tell if, let's say, your best friend is going through a mental breakdown, but because you are so close, the person hasn't opened up to you on contrary, but usually they say extroverts really go through a lot, and I think I can use myself as an example. Many a time we go through so many things that we are there for people, but because we are all over the place, people do not realize that we also have issues. You get it? People tell us their issues, we solve it for them, all right. But then telling someone, a friend, what I am going through is very difficult for me. So, first of all, how do you identify that, oh, this friend of mine is going through something? And then if they open up to you, what help can you, give such a person?
Okay, so this is how you will know if somebody who is an extrovert, the person is all over the place, always happy, always smiling, always laughing.
Please, I'm very okay. I am very okay.
You'd realize that
I am very okay. Me okay, pa.
yeah, you'd realize that this person is all over the place to the point where when they are even going through something, you may not know. But there's just this one way you can use to track if they are going through something. When somebody is going through a mental health challenge, they do things that you might feel it is normal because they are extroverts. But if you are very close to such a person, you would realize that there's something odd about this person.
Very off.
They start overeating. They start doing so many things that that this person, when we go out normally, he would only have a few drinks and then just eat something small and then just go. But this person is overeating. This person keeps posting things on their WhatsApp status, on their Instagrams. They post odd things and weird things. You see the captions they put there, and you just trace that this thing this person has written, there is something behind it. How about me asking this friend of mine,
right,
are you okay? Is there something you want to talk about? When you ask them the first time, they are going to pull away. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Oh, I'm fine. You ask them the first time, they are going to act as if everything is okay. You ask them 2 times, still they're going to try it till about 5 times. That person is definitely going to open up. So in order for you to track if that's your friend going through a mental challenge, maybe they haven't even spoken to you about it, you can be able to notice with certain little things that they do. You see that they are people that dress to show up. They show up with their dressing, their looks whenever they are going out, but lately you realize that they don't even care how they look. They just, they're at the wedding, they're looking shabbily dressed, and you know that this person does not dress like that on a normal. You would notice their physical appearance. They no longer feel like they should look good. They no longer feel like, oh, I'm beautiful, I'm handsome, I need to look good, I need to get that new hair, I need to get that new nails done. They no longer take good care of themselves. So this is how you'll get to notice. Just check on the things they post on social media, and you know this person very well. This is not the usual or the normal thing that he posts. So you'd want to ask. Try about 5 times. Oh, are you okay? You can talk to me. And you should be that kind of person who is non-judgmental.
Yeah.
Whenever somebody comes to you,
people are afraid when they tell their issues to people.
Exactly, because they are going to be judged.
Yeah.
Yes, they are going to be judged. And there are several cases of that. Whenever you are going through something and you want to speak to somebody about it, just make sure that you are speaking to somebody of sound mind. Somebody who will not judge you for whatever it is you've done, whatever it is that you have gone through. Speak to that person about it. This is what I'm going through. Don't hold back. Once you hold back, you are telling yourself that you can do it on your own. When you share that issue with somebody of sound mind, you realize that that person is supporting you with all the needed comforts that you need. So these are some of the things that you'd realize or you'd see in somebody who is swaying off the path a bit.
Now, what do you think churches or associations can do to, reduce people not living with mental health issues, or relieve the burden on most of us? Most of us are so overwhelmed with a whole lot of things that we hardly talk about. But what do you think these institutions, or is there a place you can go for free and then just seek counseling, or these things we want to know?
Okay, so when it comes to counseling, normally counseling psychologists do have a charge that they take for consultation or counseling appointments, or you seeing a therapist. There's going to be a charge for it. But what churches and associations can do is maybe after the normal service,
Yeah.
they are done preaching and everything, there should be, a gathering for all. Maybe you can group the men aside, group the women aside, and then you speak to them. Okay, so this is an open forum for gentlemen to share whatever it is that they are going through. Whatever emotional challenges that you're going through, just be open and vocal about it. One thing about some churches or institutions is that there is this, they'll try and judge you when you speak.
Yeah.
You are going through marital crisis, you're going through relationship crisis, you're
And then they
even
make you
going through
religious.
career crisis, and then they'll try to make it look as if, you don't matter, or you shouldn't be saying this is not biblical and all of that. But what churches and associations can do is to, open up. Let the people know that you are going to be that kind of mentor for them, that they can open up to you anytime. They can share whatever it is they are going through with you, and you're not going to judge them. One most painful thing about somebody going through a mental challenge is when they share their information with you, and then you use it for a preaching topic the next Sunday.
I had a friend that said she spoke to a pastor about her relationship, something. They came to church, then next minute the pastor was preaching about the issue.
Wow.
So how would such a person feel? You've broken the trust, the
Yes,
person,
you have broken the
so
trust.
such a person, I don't know, can never heal or can never open up to someone.
So there can be healing. There is healing for everyone, actually. But to that person that, got preached about in church for something they shared the previous week, I just want you to know that don't feel like because one person has leaked your information, the rest are going to do the same.
Yeah.
This is a word of caution to you as well, that next time when you're choosing somebody to open up to somebody that you know that is going to be there for you. It's not going to share your information with everybody. I know you didn't know that pastor was going to share your information because you felt this person was a father figure in my life. This person was a pastor to me. I didn't know they were going to use my issue to preach for the next Sunday. But just make sure that next time in choosing anybody else to share your information with, you are choosing somebody not just because maybe they are your friends. You are choosing the person because you know they are going to be there for you. They're going to be there for you for the long term. So this is a word of caution to whoever it is that has shared an information with somebody and then your information got leaked. Just make sure that you're sharing that information with the right person, just so that you can get the right.
Don't stop sharing the link.
Yeah.
Still share the link, but with the right person.
Yeah,
And
with the right person. Exactly.
Now, mental health. So people who go to the hospitals, I mean, they have issues, they go and then they come. Is there 100% healing for people with mental health issues? Is it that they come back and, okay, I always know there's something that can trigger whatever it is. So, such a person, what should they do? I mean, what should such a person do when, you go and then you are treated and you come back? What happens?
Okay, so there's healing for everyone, like I earlier mentioned. So one thing about going for appointments with counselors, maybe even at the hospital, because it got so severe, is that when you return, right, you need to practice everything that you were taught. Every healing process you were given, that when you go home, try these things. They're going to normally give you exercises to try when you get home, self-care activities to try. Now, once you have gone for all of those appointments and you're home and you think, okay, this is just as if I've gone on a doctor's appointment, I've been given drugs, I've taken them, and then I'm healed. Once you think you are healed, you need to keep on practicing healthy ways in order for you not to get back into that state that you previously were.
Yeah.
So you need to practice self-care in that time, because one thing about a counselor is that they are going to provide you with the needed help that you need. But the most important thing is what you do with the information they give you. What do you do with the information that doctor gave you when you went on that mental health appointment? What information did they give you? And how best can you work on the information given, just so that you can get to your healthy mental state? Because the most important thing you have done is you have gone for the appointment, you have sought for a counselor's help. Now that you are home, ask yourself these questions. What am I doing, even while I'm home, to maintain a healthy mental health? What am I doing to myself? Am I practicing the self-care activities? Because you don't expect the doctor to come home and then to make sure that everything that they taught you, you're doing it. They are going to keep tabs on you. They are going to keep checking on you. But the most important thing is what you are doing with yourself, even in your comfort zone, to just make sure that you are going to stay mentally sane. So it is up to you. The most important thing is you have gone for that appointment, but it's still up to you as an individual to help yourself heal completely. There is healing for everybody. That is what I just want everybody to know.
Many thanks to Jay's Beauty Bar, for this lovely space they have given us for this podcast. You can contact them on 050 05082003333. 05082003333. Jay's Beauty Bar, they do makeup, pedicure, manicure, lashes, and your brows. So if you want to look, for that wedding, when no boy could share, yeah, look good, so that dinner you be proposal. You may never know. Always look good as a lady. Jackie,
Hi.
back to when I was doing the intro, I spoke about we are twins. Do you want me to tell them, or you will tell them?
You told them.
I should tell you. So Jacqueline and I were born on the 29th of September together. 1990. We are not Gen Z babies. We are millennials, like deep inside there, no. But the same day. Do you know one problem? The thing is, Jacqueline, that particular day in the year falls on a Sunday, right? You are Kusia, but I am Kwame. So yes, that's the mystery. We have the same birthday. The day is supposed to be, because it was one of our friends that made me aware of it. So I asked my mom, why is it that I'm a Saturday born, but then the day on my weighing card, before it was this weighing card, this yellow card. I checked and it was the same 29 September, right? But they call me Kwame. And so I asked her, she was like, no, name or woman, Saturday, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? But then it means I'm either 28th, because that 28th is the Saturday. But she still said, now.
Then that's a mystery.
It's serious, though. But I was thinking that,
Yeah.
I was named after my dad's senior brother. He is a Kwame.
Okay.
So I'm thinking that because we bear the same name, Richmond Opong, he's Richmond and he's Kwame. So maybe still I am a 29 September baby.
Yeah.
1990. Right. So Jacqueline, thank you so much on mental health. We'll come back for your final words. But I want to read the story so that you give your idea, your opinion on it. So let's all listen and then drop our comments in the comment section as well. So it says, my name is Kwame, and I will be getting married to a beautiful... No, that wasn't the story I gave you, right?
The next one. It was the next
Good.
one.
So the story says, my name is Kweku, and I am 27. I got married to a very beautiful 24-year-old professional nurse last year. We've been living very comfortably, and yes, marriage life is really sweet. Last month, she had a call about a job vacancy in Ottawa, Canada. Job comes with accommodation and a car. The problem is, my wife wants me to relocate to Canada with her. I am a well-established businessman in Ghana, and I don't want to risk throwing away all I have labored for to start over again in another man's country. Also, I want my wife to go to Canada since it will help her a lot in her field of work. I discussed that every 3 months I will come and spend 2 weeks with her in Canada. I even opted to impregnate her before she moves. But my wife said no. It's either I move with her or she turns down the opportunity. I am confused. What should I do?
Wow.
Lady Jackie, what should this gentleman do?
This is a very dicey situation.
Very, I think so too.
Yeah. So first off, they would need to have an open communication. Everything is communication in marriage. Everything is communication. So they need to sit down as husband and wife. In my opinion, I think they should sit down and have a talk. Okay, they should discuss things. Okay, maybe you are now going to start working in Canada for a while. Then maybe they could manage for the first year, visits. He should try go there, visit, like he said, he
Like you
was going
said,
to
yeah.
go there. And the lady should be a little bit considerate because the gentleman has worked so hard over here and he feels he's established over here. So first off, they should try the 1 year deal. He comes there to visit. They should test themselves for just 1 year. While he's here and she's also there working, they come visit and all of that. So in that space of 1 year, it would allow them time to be able to tell, okay,
If it
this,
would work
yes,
or
this
not.
is the amount the lady has earned so far. This is how business is really going, in Canada and all of that. So when they weigh both options, I'm sure they should get to, a reasonable conclusion to choose, their stand, whether she comes
But
back here or.
but why would you think the lady would say no to the offers the gentleman has made, that go, I would come every 3 months to visit, and then also, yeah, like we rightly said, I'll come every 3 months to visit, and then, yeah, we see how it goes. But she says it's either the gentleman goes with her, or she doesn't
She
go at
declines
all.
the whole thing. Okay, so she's a wife. Okay, we are women. She wants to be close to her husband, so she doesn't want that kind of situation where it's going to be like, my husband is not with me. I'm just living there alone. So I would want my husband there with me, or I decline the whole offer. So I'm sure she's asking herself questions. She has heard a lot about long distance relationships, marriages, and she knows the disadvantages in all of that. So I'm sure she's trying to protect herself as a woman, protect her home, protect her marriage as well. So I'm sure that is why she's reaching that conclusion of, maybe I wouldn't want to go if my husband is not coming with me. So that is why she's having that kind of
And I
thought.
think the
But
gentleman has been very considerate in that.
yeah,
There's a part
yeah.
that says he feels the opportunity would really help the wife in her field of work.
There are
So
certain husbands who wouldn't even
they will not even be happy
yeah,
about
they wouldn't even be
the
happy
fact that
about
you
their wife.
want to
Yes.
leave.
So he has been very considerate on this part. That is why I want the lady to also, sit down and then have a conversation with her husband. Try to understand that, you're just going for a year. We are testing for you to go for a year.
Yeah.
Just see how the environment is, see how the work goes
Yeah.
for the next 1 year. Then you can be able to tell, okay,
If it
in the
would
next
work
1 year,
or
this
not.
is how everything is going. Would I make a decision to come back to Ghana, or how would we manage as a couple? So I think
Because
this is
Ghana
how,
issue, like, I mean,
everybody
Ghana
wants to
ISH,
just,
everyone wants to leave. You have got this opportunity,
yeah.
my dear. So you are saying she should go for a year, she should accept, go for a year, and then weigh
Test the grounds here. Just get to know how the place is like. How is the work going? Because sometimes the offer might look good on paper, but how does it look while you are there?
Yes.
So go and test it
on
and
the
get
grounds,
to know. Yes.
yeah.
Get to know. Your husband has made you aware. He's going to come there and visit you from
If
time
you go
to
and
time.
he doesn't come, then it means he lied.
Exactly.
So that is also inform your right.
Exactly. Exactly. So I think she should consider this, and it would help the situation.
Lady Jackie, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Your final words.
Okay, so my final words are: man, woman, young girl, young boy, whatever it is that you're going through mentally, just know that you're not alone, and make sure that you're speaking to someone of sound mind. Make sure that you're carefully choosing, you're being discerning about who you choose to talk to whenever you're going through a mental challenge. Don't feel you can keep it to yourself, you can work on it, you'll just forget about the situation, you have some few drinks and get it off your mind. Speak to a counselor, speak to your therapist. If you don't have one, you can get one today. It is possible for you to find that one person that you can communicate with. Be open in sharing that information with that person that you know is of sound mind, and you are definitely going to receive the needed help. You are not alone in whatever it is that you're going through. There is hope for you, and there's healing for everyone. Just embrace it and enjoy the grace God gives us each day. You will heal from that situation. Don't allow it to hold you back. Thank you.
You will heal from that situation. Do not allow it to hold you back. I am Celebrity. This has been the podcast with Celebrity, or this is the Celeb Speaks podcast. Like I said earlier, I am Celebrity. Today we are at Jay's Beauty Bar. It's located inside Spintex. They do makeup, pedicure, manicure, they fix your lashes, your brows. Ladies, make sure you look good. So if you want to really look good, like Opeso Slay Angaza, come to Jay's Beauty Bar. And they are located, like I said, inside Spinkters. Call them on 050-8200-333. Friends and family, people's boyfriends, people's girlfriends, exes, and co. I am Celebrity, and I speak. Bye-bye.